Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. Yesterday on my video we found out that this Williams Alligator indicator, which was clearly flashing bearishness, was turning bullish after 100 days of declining, and at the same time we also found out that this weekly candle was above this 200 weekly SMA, which was also acting as a resistance around 22,700 area. Everything was looking good until this news came out. Tesla reveals that it has converted 75% of Bitcoin purchase into fiat currency. As soon as this news came out, the price of Bitcoin started showing this weakness, and we right now are also struggling to regain our position around this 23,000 area, because we know this is the exact central line, and since the price of Bitcoin is below this line, this central CPI line around 23,100 is going to be acting as a resistance here in the medium short term. So if the price of Bitcoin is going to fail to regain this support around this 23,000, then please be careful, because in that case we could be getting gravitated towards the bottom CPI line and also one of the most important support line for Bitcoin, which is around 21,500, 21,600 before choosing a trend direction. Why? Because this bottom CPI line is not only the one of the most important line according to the CPI indicator, but also if you look at this as a triple bottom, this line is the neckline from this triple bottom, even this horizontal or parallel channel. You can see price was consolidating between this horizontal line as soon as we broke above it, and now any sort of a retracement, this could be a retest of this previous temporary resistance line. So that's why for us right now in a daily time frame, if this trend wants to show any sort of impulsiveness, 23,000 resistance must be regained. And if this price is going to see further retracement, then guys, then we must be aware, because in that case we could be retracing towards this 21,500, 21,600 before we choose an actual trend direction. Because guys, yesterday when we talked about this Williams Alligator indicator, it was finally flashing this bullishness, but as soon as this news came out, Tesla selling 75% of the Bitcoin holding into fiat currency, it did affected the market. But if you look at this price action carefully, beside this bottom CPI line, the neckline from this triple bottom, even the parallel channel, the upper line area, now this Williams Alligator indicator is going to be acting as a support. Why? Because the price of Bitcoin is above it. Because in a downtrend, you can see this same line is going to act as a resistance because the price is below it. But now, since the price of Bitcoin is above it, any sort of a retracement, this Williams Alligator indicator is also going to be a very strong line of support, and after that we can see a continuation here to the upside. Why am I showing you this? Because if you look at any bullish crossover in this Williams Alligator indicator, whenever the price of Bitcoin has started this impulsive movement, whenever the price was above this Williams Alligator indicator, every retracement what we saw ended up finding support at this Williams Alligator indicator, and after that a very bullish price movement. This exact scenario has unfolded plenty of times. So that's why any sort of a retracement here in price action of Bitcoin, we know around this 21,500, 21,600, we have the most important support line for Bitcoin. So this line, 21,500, 21,600, is not allowed to break at any cost. And if you look at this here, beside this Williams Alligator indicator, what is going to be another important line of support which we are not allowed to break? If you simply at this falling trend line, this falling trend line was always a very important line of resistance. Each and every time the price of Bitcoin has tested around that area, after that we have seen a reversal. You can see here, price came across this falling trend line, after that we got rejection and also price reversal. So since the price of Bitcoin is above this line, the same line which previously acted as a resistance could be acting as a support. That is also one reason why for us right now around this 21,500, 21,600, also where this Williams Alligator indicator is lying around, is going to be one of the most important line of support which we are not allowed to break, because breaking below this 21,500, 21,600 is clearly showing a sign of weakness, and that could trigger into a bigger sell-off, invalidating all the bullish scenario for Bitcoin here in the upcoming days. This actually matters because we know beside this example, weekly time frame, price of Bitcoin is again below this 200 weekly SMA. This 200 weekly SMA was a very important line for us, because each and every time the price of Bitcoin showed this impulsiveness, we have always tested this line, and this line always acted as a support, the 200 weekly SMA. And yesterday when the price of Bitcoin was above it, it was looking very good, and we also thought that this weekly is going to close above this 200 weekly SMA. But now, since the price is again struggling to break above this 200 weekly SMA, we have to be careful because this is also showing a sign of weakness. So let's hope that the price of Bitcoin is going to remain above this 21,500, 21,600, even though if we are going to see any sort of a retracement here in the medium short term and in the upcoming days. And to continue this impulsive movement, what we also want here, the price to break the 23,000 resistance line, this central CPI line. So if this central CPI line is going to be regained today around 23,000, 23,100 area, then there is a very high probability that we are also going to test the top CPI line, even the target from this monthly arrow line, and that is sitting around 28,700. So to avoid all this bearish scenario, we want the price of Bitcoin to hold its ground around 21,000 and then again show this impulsiveness, breaking the central top and even reaching the monthly arrow line. So let's hope for the best, but please be careful because as I've been very clear, the ECB meeting, this is definitely going to create some fear in the market, and also the FOMC meeting. So right now, best thing to do is not to over leverage yourself. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please destroy that like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, come on, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.